"You were just an assignment to me, Zine," she said. "But I didn't expect to fall for you." And with those words, my world shattered. My name is Zine, and this is a story of how the woman I loved most had been deceiving me from the very start. We met one evening at a food cart on a quiet street. Her name was LRA. She had short black hair, a gentle smile, and warm eyes. I was feeling alone that night. She asked if she could share my table. We started chatting. It felt natural, effortless. Within a few months, we grew close. We laughed, took long walks, cooked meals together, and shared pieces of our past. She told me she had no family. She said I made her feel safe. I believed every word she said. Eventually, we moved in together. I trusted her completely. She said she wanted to marry me someday. I felt lucky, too lucky. But slowly, strange things began to happen. One day, I found an envelope full of cash hidden in the laundry. Over $15,000. I asked her about it. She smiled and said, "A friend paid me back a loan." I forgot to mention it. Something didn't sit right, but I let it go. I didn't want conflict, but the odd signs kept adding up. She stayed on her phone late at night. She began leaving the house without telling me where she was going. Then she locked her phone with a new password. I grew suspicious. So I placed a small hidden camera near our bookshelf. Just one, just to understand what was happening when I wasn't around. A few days later, I checked the footage, and it crushed me. LRA wasn't just living with me. She was sending information about me to someone else. She was talking to a man over the phone. She shared personal details about my job, my friends, even my bank account. She handed him a file and said, "He trusts me now. I can get more soon." I couldn't breathe. That night, I acted normal. I didn't say a word. I waited for the right moment. The next day, she went out again. I followed her. She met the same man from the video. They talked for a while, laughed. Then he gave her a small black box. She opened it, peeked inside, and smiled. That was all I needed to see. When she came back home, I was waiting. I placed a printed screenshot of the video on the table, along with the file she had given him. I looked her in the eyes and asked, "Who are you, really?" Her expression changed. She didn't cry. She didn't even look surprised. She quietly said, "My name is an LRA. I was hired to get close to you. Someone paid me." I asked, "So everything was fake?" She replied, "At first, yes, but I didn't mean to fall in love with you. That made it worse." Everything I thought was love had been part of her mission. She stood up, picked up her bag, and left me with one final sentence. "Don't try to find me. By the time you do, I'll be someone else." And then she walked out of my life. After she left, the apartment felt hollow. Her clothes still hung in the closet. Her toothbrush still sat by the sink. Her cup was still there, but she was gone. And everything she gave me, every memory, was a lie. For days, I didn't sleep. I just sat, staring at the door, hoping maybe she would return. Maybe she really loved me. Maybe it was all just a mistake. But no one came. Then one morning, a message popped up on my phone. "You don't know me, but I know LRA. You're not the only one she tricked." It was from a man named Aaron. He sent evidence, photos, emails, audio messages. LRA had done the same thing before to two other men. She got close, earned their trust, and stole secrets for money. She worked for someone behind the scenes, someone powerful and rich. I wasn't her first assignment. I was just another name on her list. I felt sick. All the hugs, kisses, and dreams of forever, none of it had been real. I could have become bitter. I could have drowned in anger. But I refused to let her destroy more of me. So I made a choice. To heal, I began with small steps. I cleaned the apartment, threw out everything she left behind, deleted her photos, changed the locks, painted the walls. It wasn't just a home anymore. It was my sanctuary, my fresh start. I also started therapy. At first, I felt ashamed, but over time, I began to understand why I trusted so easily, why I ignored the red flags, why I feared being alone. My therapist said something I'll never forget. Some people love the idea of love so much, they forget to check if it's real. She was right. I wasn't weak. I just loved the wrong person. 6 months later, I passed by a small art studio near the river. Inside was a woman painting. She had curly hair and dabs of paint on her cheeks. She looked calm. She smiled at me through the window. Her name was Nara. We didn't fall in love overnight. There was no movie moment spark. Just slow, honest conversations. She never pushed. She simply listened. And little by little, I felt like myself again. Not because she healed me, but because I finally let go of what hurt me. Sometimes I still think of LRA. I wonder if she ever truly cared, if she's still running from who she is. But now when I think of her, I feel peace, because I survived her lies, and I rebuilt something stronger from her ruins. To anyone listening, maybe you've been broken, lied to, betrayed. Maybe someone toyed with your heart like it meant nothing. But hear this. You are not the lie they told. You are not the love they faked. You are real. You are strong. And your story is far from over.